Hello and welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and we're checking out Riders Republic today. So, on the Xbox Series S. So if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we're going to get started with this. So, let's see how this performs on the Series S as compared to like the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. I've already done videos and everything on those. So, first thing you're going to notice is definitely a little bit of a... Oh, wow. What am I on? What am I on? Let's get off of this thing. Gosh dang it. Yes, there we go. I don't know how I got stuck on that thing. Yeah, so you do get a noticeable like resolution drop, but it's not that bad actually. Compared to what the game looks like on the next gen bigger consoles. This is not bad by any means. Totally playable. Totally still got your 60 FPS it looks like. Wow, this actually doesn't look that bad. It feels pretty good too. Like, this is great. Yeah, dude, this Series S is kind of blowing me away, man, for real. Just the level of detail that you get on this game. This is pretty impressive. It's actually got me thinking about picking it up on the PC too. So I can check it out on that as well. Gosh, man. Oh boy, this is pretty great. I'm not gonna even like, yeah, this is really actually pretty great. Visual wise on this game. You know what, man? To kind of tell you the truth, to be completely honest with you, to be completely honest, about this game, I honestly, because of the lower resolution, think that when you're like up here in the sky, above everything, the world looks a little bit better. To be completely honest with you, it really does have a better look to it than the next gen consoles with the higher resolution, with the way higher resolution. It makes everything look it kind of makes things look a little worse. But when you're playing this on the Series S, it looks a lot better. That softer look, and out there in the distance, how it's more blurred out and not as high resolution. Everything, it kind of makes it look a little bit better. To be completely honest with you, popping is more aggressive on this version, though. That is for sure. You definitely get far more popping, much closer to the screen, but this doesn't look bad at all, to tell you the truth. Performance wise, it's still great. It does feel like the sense of speed on this is a bit slower though than it does on the bigger consoles, on the PS5 and Series X. But to tell you the complete truth, that's kind of okay for the most part. Like the rock face on here, like this looks pretty decent when you're flying up to it. It actually makes this game a little bit better on the Series S, to be completely honest with you. Like, this might actually be my new preferred way to play this game, is on here. No, that's not true. I do like playing it on my Series X a lot more. But this is definitely definitely a playable experience, and it does look good. And I I don't mind playing it on either one of them. To be completely honest with you, if I need to, and I'm just feeling like, oh yeah, I'll just pick up the Series X today and play it. It would be something that I would actively do. I would go out of my way to play this on Series S and have some fun with it because it does. It actually looks and feels pretty dang good. Let's see. Whoa. Oh. I mean, yeah, character detail is exactly the same as it is on the bigger consoles. Um, like I said, the only difference is the other consoles. No, no, this has got the good sense of speed too. This feels all right. This definitely feels all right. Ooh, a piece of candy. You gotta get that candy. I'm a collector. I do that a lot. I definitely like to collect things while I'm playing games. That's pretty funny. Oh my gosh, I love it. This game here is actually growing on me a lot. At first, there was some things that didn't really take with me. Like I didn't like the fact that there was all those NPCs just everywhere. But once I figured out you could turn them off in the main game, yeah, this game started getting a much better feeling with me for sure. I love this first person camera. I do wish we had a FOV slider that we could move it back. That's one of the biggest reasons I'm really considering picking this up on PC as well, because if it has a FOV slider on the PC, that will make all the difference for me, to be completely honest with you. I kind of want to pick up Steam or Steep on PC as well and give that a go. I might actually just sign up for Ubisoft Plus on PC, because then I can just play all these games that way. I can play all their games and not have to buy individual copies of everything. So I'm thinking about maybe possibly doing that. What is going on? What did I do? Did I fall off my bike or something? I'm just like off the bike, walking around. Okay, let me get my back on my bicicleta, and let's go do some jumping. Yeah, this game's great. I love it. It grew on me so much after being able to turn off those stupid NPCs. I am just in love with this game. I just haven't been able to play a lot of anything lately, you know. I've just been stuck on other things. So I decided today I was going to wake up, make some content, you know, bust through a bunch of stuff, give everybody another representation of what's going on, you know, do some Series S content today. I'm going to try to finish off Halo this weekend. And then, yeah. Oh, look, a freaking rock wall. This is freaking pretty good. This actually works out pretty good on the Series S. So, effectively, my review still stands for the game for the most part. I do still think that they should have a free-to-play version of this game. You know, maybe a free-to-play, like you can go and explore the world, you know, and then buy different types of the sports, you know, as you want them. You know, I mean, yeah, in a way it would fracture the experience, but at the same time, with the heavy focus that they had on the multiplayer on this game, it would be good to get a bunch of people in there, because let's face it, man, a lot of people like free stuff. That's just the way we are. And this game right here, for me anyways, like, there are people out there that would play this religiously, like every day, just because of like the extreme sports. But I want more people in here. I want more people to experience what this game has to offer, and really like show Ubisoft that, hey man, like, we want these kind of games still. Like, we loved SSX Tricky, we loved Tony Hawk Pro Skater, we loved, you know, Dave, what's his name? I forgot. You know, like the BMX games. We loved those sport games when we were younger and stuff, and we want that to continue. And the fact that Ubisoft was able to bring this type of this type of a game to the forefront again. I would just really like to see people take advantage of that. Don't want to hear any like stuff about NFTs in this game, you know, until it's, you know, closer to its end of life cycle maybe, but I don't know. It seems like the industry's pushing that way really hard for that kind of stuff, but for the most part, I mean, as you can see, this game runs just fine on Xbox Series S. This game looks great. It feels good. I'm actually like I said, like in some ways I kind of feel like the Xbox Series S version looks a little bit better than the bigger ones with higher resolution. I would have much rather preferred the Series X and PlayStation 5 version to have a lower resolution like this with way more fidelity visuals. I I think that would have been a nice trade-off for this game, like really high fidelity visuals and you know, like a lower resolution, maybe make it look a little. I for some reason I'm starting to get that feeling that open world games just tend to look better at a little bit lower resolution, but with higher fidelity. If that makes any sense, like I'm pretty stoked about what the future has. I'm after playing that UE5 Matrix demo. I'm freaking pumped. I'm pretty pumped for this generation. Resolution is really not starting to matter as much as it did on last gen consoles, on Xbox One X and PlayStation 5, when we were getting into the 4K TVs, whereas this higher fidelity is starting to fill in that gap and make it look better, and some stuff in my opinion just doesn't look good when it's all sharp and crisp. And that's definitely certain games like first person shooters, stuff like that. Yeah, they need to be sharp, they need to be crisp. A game like this though can afford to you know, have higher fidelity at a little bit lower resolutions. I think the upscaling techniques are going to be really decent, because now that it's not just a TV doing upscaling and it's actual code or whatever, it's definitely getting better. We're going to have a decent resolution with higher fidelity this generation for sure. Um, I still think this game is definitely worth picking up. Even if you're on a Series S on a 4K TV, like I'm pretty okay with the way this looks. Some people might not like it because it does kind of have like a softer look to it, and you know, not the greatest clarity in draw distance. But man, you get into either one of these views, and preferably this first person view, this looks great. This looks great. Everything close to you looks pretty good. Yeah, it does look a little blurry out there in the distance. Not blurry, just softer. But the detail's still there, so it kind of works, and it kind of just makes it look. It works with this game. It definitely works with this game. This being the biggest thing with this console is the resolution. Like I'm still getting the performance. I'm still getting all the grass detail. I'm not seeing a bunch of popping in first person. Like this is great. Like this feels amazing to play. It looks great. You still got all your detail. Everything is there. Let's try one more thing though. Let's get on up here to where I don't care about all of that stuff. I just want to get on up to a snowboarding spot. Please leave me alone. The UI in this game is so irritating, guys. I'm not even joking. This is so irritating. It makes me so mad that it does this. Every time I go into the map or the menu after I've just been out exploring, it's such a waste of my time. Please, come on, game. I don't care about any of that. I really do not care. I want to do what I want to do, not what you want me to do, okay, game? Now leave me alone. All right, so now we are up here to start our Descent. Gosh, this is great. Yeah, this looks great too. Wow. 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 Please make it to the dirt. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, if we're gonna hit the ground hard, we might as well hit the ground hard, right? Okay, let's see in first person because I think this game should be played in first person. I love the fact that like you can see like your body and stuff. This is just great. Yeah, this works perfectly. Even in the snow, the lower resolution, just this looks great. This I'm serious. This is an amazing looking game on the Series S. This is fine. Completely fine. Because now you're not seeing like the blur, you're seeing the snow and it looks fine. So, wow. Wow. Xbox did a good job with this freaking Series S, man. They knew what the freak they were doing when they did this. This is fine because if you're on a 1080p TV, this looks freaking great. The fact that you get to play a next gen game at native 1080p, if that's what you have, like yeah, that's a that's really freaking good. Still get that smooth 60 frames a second gameplay. Xbox did a good job, man. They definitely know what they were doing. So, with that, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this video with that. You guys have a good day. If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will be doing some more of these Xbox Series S games and giving you my thoughts and how I feel about them because as it sits right now, I'm excited about Xbox Series S. I think it's a great console. I think it definitely serves a purpose and it gives people on a budget and parents the option to buy a console that isn't going to break their bank. This is great. Wow. Microsoft did a freaking amazing job with this. And Ubisoft, this game is great, man. Thank you guys for making this. I really appreciate it. I really hope a lot of people are playing this game and having fun with it because these kind of games don't come around that often, man. And when they do hit, we need to be able to play them more often and have fun with them. So if you like this content, if you thought this was interesting, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the channel grow, and it definitely helps me, figure out what you guys want so that I can bring you the best content that I can. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and stop this video. Here's 17, almost 18 minutes of Riders Republic on Xbox Series S for you.